All right, welcome back to the Blender Docwalk. We are going to go through installation. This is going to be really short because installation is super easy no matter what platform you're on, and it is because like it's a portable executable, right? So you can move it around and you can even throw it on a thumb drive and walk around with that guy. So, all right. First things first, if you want to check out the release notes, go for it. It's not necessary to get up and moving. We're going to check out the system requirements really quickly. So for, like I said, it runs on Windows 8.1 and 10, Mac OS 10.3, up to 11.0 Apple Silicon, and Linux as well. You've got binary packages for just about everything. We keep saying, it's just a pick it up and go sort of executable. Hardware requirements, minimum, at the minimum, you need a 64-bit dual core, at least 2 gigahertz CPU with SSE2 support, apparently. 4 gigs of RAM, 1280 by 768 display. You need some sort of mouse, trackpad, or pen plus tablet interface. You need a graphics card with at least 1 gigabyte of RAM, and that supports OpenGL 3.3. They recommend 64-bit quad-core CPU, 16 gigabytes of RAM, full HD display, 3-button mouse or pen plus tablet, and a graphics card with 4 gigabytes of RAM. Optimal, they say, 64-bit 8-core CPU, 30 gigabytes of RAM, full HD display, 3-button mouse, and or pen plus tablet, and or the 3DX sort of interface, and a graphics card with 12 plus gigabytes of RAM. Supported graphics cards are the NVIDIA GeForce 400 and newer, the Quadro Tesla GPU architecture and newer, including RTX-based cards with NVIDIA drivers. And there is a list of all GeForce and Quadro GPUs. AMD, GCN first gen and newer since Blender 2.91. Terascale 2 architecture is fully deprecated. Try using 2.9. I don't know that much about AMD. I'm an NVIDIA guy myself, but I'm just reading this out. Intel, Haswell architecture and newer. And likewise, these both have links. And Mac OS S because they're Mac, because they have to have their own everything. Version 10.3 or newer for Intel processors on supported hardware. Version 11.0 for ARM-based processors, Apple Silicon. All right, well, that is that for supported hardware. All right, so you want to go ahead and start downloading your Blender if you have not already. They have the stable release. They have the long-term support release, which they are now releasing once a year. Yep. API changes or improvements. A long-term support version is available every year. I nailed it. All right, and they have daily builds if you want to, live on the bleeding edge and do bug reporting and do some experimental, play around with the latest build. So let's go ahead and get into the procedure for installing on these guys. Linux is first.